Okay, so we find ourselves this morning, like, look at those mountains. They do look nice. They do look very, very nice. Well, here we are. It's just after 7 in the morning, and it's another day that's supposed to have screaming heat, like over 100. So, of course, that means get out early when it's kind of a lot less. I mean, I want to say it's like 80 right now. So 80 is better than 100, so that's where you got to do it, because as soon as that sun gets about midday up there, I don't know how much further you're going to be able to go. I mean, you can ride, but no one wants to ride prolonged distances or prolonged lengths of time, really, in 100-degree heat. So off we go and into the wild blue yonder. Today, leaving the lake and just heading out. Oh, it was kind of picturesque, and I didn't know exactly what I was going to be running into, because when it really comes down to it, Arizona sounds pretty bland and pretty normal from what you've seen, and especially when you're not headed towards the Grand Canyon. But we would see. So here I am, just at a scenic overview. Well, or just scenic view, I guess, not really an overview. Look at those mountains. Look at the sun rising, coming up. You know, it's funny, I got away from the lake and it actually cooled down a bit. I guess the lake's probably retaining like heat. I touched it and it's warm. But it's actually the Colorado River. I don't know if you can make it out, but actually the Colorado River is coming right down there. The lakes are from dams and hydroelectric dams that we've built over the years. So it's the whole Colorado River is basically a water park the whole way down, but headed into those mountains. Ooh, it's gonna be fun until it gets really heating up and then becomes a sauna. As you can see here, there are some nice cliffs and stuff that's left off, especially if you follow the Colorado River, and that's what I did. But I was going to branch off, and running through here, you know, it's right next. It's worth it every minute to kind of just take it all in, especially with the good weather. You know, Arizona tends to, like, you know, draw a lot of people because it's good weather. It doesn't snow. Can get cold on occasion during the winter. Occasionally at night it does dip down, but during the day you're talking 70s and 80s all year long. So, you know, and then if you're near the Colorado River, well, you got yourself a little little water park constantly there, constantly for you, constantly ready to kind of celebrate in. Just look at this area. I don't know how much more of Pacific Northwest, southwest you could get. This kind of just typifies it. And in the middle of it, there's a street light. There is nothing around for miles, and there is an intersection. Which brings the question, if it's red and there's no one there, is it illegal to run the light? I'll let everyone else ponder that, but this is just so cool. All right, time to continue. Getting into the deep heart of Arizona, to the real desert, you start to notice this, and you see it here. It is just desert. Now, some people might be bored by this. I really wasn't, because I think it has to do with what you're familiar with. For me, the desert itself is kind of like you don't see it, so it's new, it's interesting, and granted, it goes on forever, and I'm just throwing it out there. The reason I'm filming this right here is because I came upon this town. And I didn't think anything of it. At first, I'm like, what do people do in this town? There is nothing around here. Absolutely nothing. But once I got into the town and I started looking at it, this whole film that you're seeing here, that I'm kind of chugging on through, is a ranch. It's the biggest ranch I've ever seen. And it goes for miles. It's huge. And all it is, I don't know if it's dairy, but it's a cow ranch. Whether it's beef or dairy or whatnot, I don't know. All the green stuff you see is them farming grass. They're farming grass to make hay to feed to the cows. That's all they're doing. And it just goes and goes and goes. And they're set up right next to a highway. And they have all these big trucks, like getting on the highway, getting off the highway. I'm quite, I didn't want to kind of speculate how much beef they kind of turn over, but there's thousands and thousands and thousands of cows here. But the beauty is, wondering about towns aside, the cool thing is kind of just sprinting through the desert and kind of just really enjoying the good weather. Now it's hot and humid, so you're going to need to get somewhere fast and quick, especially around like midday, because as soon as that sun gets right down on you, it starts to really burn and start to cook, especially when you stopped. And then you sweat, but eventually you get to your next destination and you get to relax and kind of pour over like, wow, what a desert. What fun. Because, you know, I did some off-roading and it's really cool, especially when you see dust tornadoes off in the distance. They're relatively small, but they're just spinning dust clouds.